Arachaldeon, everybody. Welcome to the Hello Basque YouTube channel, where I'm doing another day of my daily Euskara practice. I'm still going through my beginner's workbook, and I'm really happy to turn the page on this workbook to see what we're doing today. And it's something I have already learned in my Basque class that I'm taking. And we learned it a while ago, but I think it's one of those things that it's in there. I get it. So I'm hoping today is just going to be a really easy review day. Today we are working on Behar Izan, which is basically the way of saying to need something in Basque. And so I'm just going to get right into these exercises and just crack this out. Honestly, I don't understand why this is titled Behar Izan, because I thought Behar went with Ukan. So that's a grammatical thing I don't understand. It says Behar Izan aditza. So this is a little confusing to me because the auxiliary verb I've been taught we're using do, dugu, all of that, which I thought was ukan. Maybe it's not. Either way, I think I know how to conjugate it. I think I know how to do these exercises. So let's just get into it. We have blanks here in these example sentences as usual, so I have to fill in the blanks with saying the verb for needing. Okay, so the example is Suk gelan mahaya behar dusu. You need a table in the gela was room. It's the word for room. So you need a table in the room. Okay, so the first sentence for me to fill out, Suek ikashleek ordenagailua blank. So you guys, you plural, comma, students, need a computer. So this is multiple people as the subject, one thing is the object. So we're going to put Behar first because we need it. And then the auxiliary verb for that would be dusue, I think. Behar dusue. Next, gasteisen etxeek berogailua blank. So in the houses in Gasteiz need a heater. So again, that's a plural subject, singular object. We got Behar dute. Gasteisen etxeek berogailua behar dute. Next, guk ere hemen berogailua blank. We too, comma here, need a heater. So, okay, behar, and then dugu is for one thing. Yeah, berogailua is one heater. Okay, so I got guk ere hemen berogailua behar dugu. Next, zure gelak gau mahaya eta lanpara blank. Okay, there's some new words in there for me. Zure gelak, so your room. Gau mahaya, some sort of table. Is it like a nightstand? Gau, like a day table? Gau. I'm gonna see for fun if Elhuar Histegiak has that in here on their site, but I don't know if they do compound nouns like that. They do. It was a bedside table, a night table, not a day table, a night table. Oh, right, because gauon is good night. I was thinking of gaud instead of gauon, gawa. How do you say night? I don't know. Either way, your room needs a nightstand and a lampara. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that means a lamp. So that is your room. So even though we got the sure, the you, let's not get confused. The real subject here is the room. And that's multiple objects that the room needs. So, Behar ditu. Zure gelak gau mahaya eta lampara behar ditu. I think so. Zuk ohean izarrak blank. Oh, what are these words? Ohean Ohe, I think is the bed. Yeah, and then Isarak. Isar. Isar is a girl's name. So what does it mean? Star. Wait, what? Your bed needs stars? No. You need stars in the bed? No, that's not what that means. Come on. Am I missing something here? Isara. Oh, wow. Okay. Woo, the root word is very important to know. So I typed in Isar, just assuming we were talking about stars, apparently. But no, the real root word here we're looking at is Isara, which means sheet. That makes a lot more sense in this context. So you need sheets in the bed, on the bed. Okay, so that's suk and multiple objects because it's sheets, isarak. So that would be ditusu. Suk ohean, isarak ditusu. Yeah. Suek sukaldean edalontziak, lapikoa eta sartagina blank. Okay, cool. More words we're learning here in context. So suek is multiple you. Sukaldean in the kitchen. Edalontziak, I feel like I've seen this word so many times in this unit that I should know by now that that's glasses, like drinking glasses. Lapikoa, I don't know if I've ever seen this word before, so let's ask the internet. Lapiko, maybe, is on the drop-down list here. Oh, lapiko is a pot or a saucepan. Okay, that is very much home related, so I think that's it. Sartagina, I wonder if that's like a frying pan, because my dad calls that a sartain. Sartagina, sartain, is that similar or not? Okay, sartagin is showing up on here. Yeah, frying pan. Oh, cool. All right, that's one fun example of my dad's dialect in Basque helping me learn Euskara Batwa, standardized Basque. Sartain, sartagina, yeah, or sartagin. I find it's interesting to learn Batwa because once I started comparing like what I'm learning in class, I would be like, hey, Aita, like how would you say that? And he would say it, and I started noticing that like his Basque oftentimes is like similar to what I'm learning. It's just that like it's missing letters or syllables, or like it's super condensed. So sartagin, sartain, like it's missing a G. So yeah, I'm finding the connections, which is really cool. So you guys need in the kitchen glasses. What did I say? La pico was a saucepan. Oh, sorry, I spent too much time in England. A saucepan and a frying pan. So that's multiple objects that you guys need for the kitchen. So Behar ditusue. Suek sukaldean edalontziak lapikoa eta sartagina behar dituzue. Okay, guk ere etxean sartagin berriak. Okay, there's sartagin again. We too need in the house a new frying pan. So we, guk, and then, frying pans, because it's berriak. So again, multiple objects, ditugu. Guk ere etxean sartagin berriak behar ditugu. Zuk dirua blank. You need money. Should be straightforward. Zuk dirua behar duzu. Yeah, duzu. I always have to double check the subject because I get real messed up with the ukan k and thinking like, is it plural? You know, I had to double check that it was suk and not suek. Okay. Guk ere dirua blank. So we also need money. Guk ere dirua behar dugu. Last one. Nik ere etxean gauza berriak blank baina ez daukat dirurik. Oh, that's fun that they threw daukat in there because we just learned that like yesterday or 2 days ago from the same unit. So, okay, what is this trying to say? I also need gauza berriak. Okay, I'm going to look up gauza because maybe I've seen this word before, but I don't know what it means. Oh, I have seen this word before. It means thing. Why? This is a word I feel like I should remember because I feel like that'd be really useful to know when learning a language. If you can't think of the word, you just be like, oh, the thing. Gauza. Gauza hori. Something. So I also need in the house new things, gauza berriak, but I don't have any money. Cool. Okay, so nik ere etxean gauza berriak behar ditut. Yeah. Boom. Done. Ooh! I mean, that's it for this exercise. But then next on the page, on the bottom, is a chart teaching you how to use this verb form, Behar Izan, in the form of a question. And I really like learning how to ask questions because, well, we haven't really done too much of that in my Basque class. It hasn't been a big emphasis. And I do ask my dad questions in Basque all the time, but it's super basic. I'll just be like, Serda, what is it? Norda, who is it? Nunda, where is it? Like, that's the forms of my questions right now that I'm able to ask in Basque. So I really like learning these more, not even complex forms, because it's still really simple beginner stuff, but I need to learn it. So let's just power through and finish off this page and see what's going on. So it's one of these handy charts. I really like these. This workbook is good for them. So we've got the pregunta, the question, behar duzu is the verb, and you put rik on the object, which is kind of what we've been working with eduki in the last few pages. So the example here is altsaririk behar duzu. Do you need any, muebles? What is muebles? Like furniture? Oh, well, I'm not going to look up any Spanish today. Like, I'm not here to learn Spanish. I'm here to learn Basque. But in French, meuble is like furniture. So I'm guessing it's similar in Spanish. Okay, and so to answer the questions, I always like learning how to answer questions. Affirmative response, you say behardut or ditut is the example, and then the object has an a or an ak. Oh, it's just like with the questions we worked on with eduki. If it's an affirmative response, how do we say that in English? Like a yes answer. The object has I just call it like the regular form, just a or ak at the end of it. But if it's a negative answer, again, the object has a rik. So you say you don't have any of something, but you do have like one of a thing. Okay. I think we can figure it out. Oh, but I should read the example for the negative response because I always kind of hesitate. It freaks me out when I have to do negatives with kind of more compound verbs like this, with an auxiliary verb and a main verb, because I get confused about like where to put the object, you know? So the example is es dut altsaririk behar. So I need to remember that es dut, of course, whatever, dut goes with the no and then the object, and then we throw behar at the end. Let's see if I remember that. Okay, so cool. This is familiar, this exercise. So we have, what do we have? So we have kind of like, well, if you've been following, we've been doing a lot of these, some sentences where you have to fill in the verb, and then some sentences where you put in the suffix at the ends of the words. So let's go. Idatzi aditzak. Throw in that verb. Zuk gelan lanpararik behar blank. Do you need any lamp in the room? So here we're just going to conjugate that as duzu. Zuk gelan lanpararik behar duzu. The answer, by affirmative response. Nik lampara behar blank. Yes, I need a lamp. Behar dut. Right? Yeah, dut. You need one lamp. Suk percharik behar blank. I'm curious. I don't know what percha is. It sounds like a bird perch, you know? Oh well, nobody's perfect. This is an example of Elhuar Histagiak failing me because it only gave me one response in Spanish and it literally says percha. So that's helpful. Thank you so much. So I'm going to turn back to my Center for Basque Studies Morris Basque English Dictionary and hope for something a little more accessible for English speakers who don't know what the word percha means in Spanish. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Yep. This dictionary doesn't tell me what percha means either. So I'm gonna just give up. I know I have a lot of Basque speakers who follow this series of videos. So if you do speak Basque and you want to put me out of my misery and tell me what percha means, that'd be real nice. Either way, do you need any percha is the question here. So suk percharik behar, same, right? Dusu. By perchak behar, and again, this is an affirmative answer, so we're just going to conjugate the verb like normal, but keep in mind it's perchak that they need. They need multiple of whatever percha is. So that's going to be ditut. Behar ditut. Eta sure ohean mantarik behar blank. Ooh, mantarik. What is manta? Let's see if Elhuar can tell me that. What do we got? Oh, a blanket. Okay, that makes sense. So, and does your bed need any blanket? So, eta sure ohean mantarik behar. Wait, so it's not do you need this time, it's does your bed need, and that is a third person singular subject. So, behar du. Eta sure ohean mantarik behar du. I'm not 100% on that one. Negative response. Es blank mantarik behar. So here we are just putting the whatever do or whatever we need here because behar is at the end. So I guess I'm still talking about. No, I'm not talking about myself. I'm not talking about Nick. I'm talking about the bed still. Saying no, the bed does not need any blanket. So is it es du again? Es du mantarik behar. And then last one in this section, eta iratzargailurik behar blank. Iratzargailurik. Oh gosh. This is a beautiful, I'm looking this up, but this is a beautiful example of, whenever I ask my dad, what is this word in Basque? And he says it and I'm like, what? What? Could you say that again a little slower? And he'll say this really long word and I'll struggle to, reply or repeat it back. And eventually I'll get it. And he goes, bah, you see? It's easy to pronounce, which I always think is adorable because he's telling me things are easy to pronounce as he's mispronouncing words in English, but it's easy to pronounce. And he always says it after these really complicated, long, Basque words with tons of R's, and I don't make my R sounds, and I'm just dude, not helping. So I read words like this and I just hear my dad, it's easy to pronounce, iratzargailurik, obviously. But Elhuar tells me that means an alarm clock. That's cool. I will not be memorizing this vocabulary. Nope. Too long for me. I'm sure it makes sense if you know what the word for alarm and the word for clock and you put it together and it's probably iratzar gailu or whatever. Gailu. Iratzar gailu. But no, I'm not there yet. So, and do you need any alarm clock? I think we're still talking about you. So I'm just putting behar, dursu, done. Okay. Last but not least, declinatiu. Let's just get this ends of the words going. Okay. Es dut iratzargai lu blank behar. So when you say no, you put a rik at the end. So ez dut iratzar, oh gosh, iratzar gailurik behar. Zuk gelan gortina blank behar duzu. Ooh, what's gortina? I'm guessing, I'm not even gonna guess. I don't really know. Gortina. Curtain. Oh, okay. So does your room need a curtain? Any curtain, right? Because it's a question. So, zuk gelan gortinarik behar duzu? Ez dut gortinarik behar, right? Because it's negative, you keep up with the rik. Eta eltze blank behar duzue? What's eltze? What is eltze? I don't think I've ever seen this. Oh, of course it autocorrects to something else. Eltze, come on. It is, it doesn't just say pot, it says cooking in parentheses, pot. Okay, so dusue is telling me that this is a plural object. So do you need pots? But I thought we just added a rik to the end. Or is it just the verb? You still say any, but the verb tells you that you're talking about multiple pots. Eta eltze rik behar duzue? By eltze blank behar ditugu. And because it's ditugu, that's telling me that we do need multiple cooking pots. So by eltzeak behar ditugu. Diru blank behar duzu? Do you need any money? Diru rik behar duzu? By okay, so when it's affirmative, it's regular. Okay, so by dirua behar dut. Holy cow. Okay, that's another page in the book. Done. So how much we got left? Oh, okay. I feel like we've been on Unit 4 forever, but I guess we're just getting started because there's many pages left on Unit 4, so all the more fun to play with Euskara, the Basque language. Thank you so much for watching, tuning in to this episode of my American Learns Euskara video series. If you're learning Basque and you learned something today, like this video, if you liked it anyway, just like it. And please remember to subscribe to the Hello Basque YouTube channel so you always catch my videos about the Basque country, Basque culture, and more recently, the Basque language. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.